Present you is helping out future you, so that way in the future, present you is thankful for past you. And I promise once you get the hang of it, you're going to be obsessed with it and you're going to use it all the time. If you make it a part of your routine, if you make it a habit, it just becomes something you do every single day. Throughout the course of our life, we're going to experience many seasons. And even in a year, we go through so many different seasons. And I'm not even talking about the weather-related seasons. I'm talking about different seasons in life where some months at a time, we're really busy and we're focused on one thing. And then other months, we can slow down and we focus on other things. We make other things a priority. And with this time of year, this does tend to be a busier season for a lot of us with the cold weather, with the holidays, with work, with school. And so today I wanted to make a video about some self-care habits for busy people during a busy season. So as someone who has had quite a few busy seasons throughout their life, I have definitely built up my own little list of self-care habits that I do love to do when I am in my busier season. You do not have to do all of these. I don't do all of them. Sometimes I do none of them. We're not perfect. We all have different days, but I know that when I do try to make the time to do these little self-care habits, it does really show for me and it does help me out a lot. So these self-care habits, although they may seem pretty random, they are meant to really help out future you. So it's almost like present you is helping out future you, so that way in the future, present you is thankful for past you. So without further ado, here are some of my self-care habits for busy people during a busy season. The first one is huge and it is box breathing. So breathing is such an important tool and it's such an easy tool that I'm honestly surprised we are never really taught until we look into it ourselves. But breathing is the easiest way that we can help to calm our own body down. And sometimes when you are going through a really stressful time, you just kind of want to chill out. And even though mentally you're chilled out, your body just does not want to seem to chill out. And this is a really easy way to help your body chill itself out. This breathing technique slows down your heart rate and just helps you feel a lot more relaxed. And I promise once you get the hang of it, you're going to be obsessed with it and you're going to use it all the time. So box breathing is super duper simple. Literally just picture a box. So you inhale for 5 seconds. You hold for 5 seconds, exhale for 5 seconds, and hold for 5 seconds. And you repeat it again. Inhale for 5 seconds, hold for 5 seconds, exhale for 5 seconds, and hold for 5 seconds. So when I am stressed out, this is something that I do use. You can do it honestly anywhere. You can just like quickly sit down and do this breathing technique. You can do it when you're driving. You can do it like in the bathroom. You can really do it anywhere, and I like to do it at least 5 times to just kind of feel the calming effect of it, but ideally 10 times in a row. Like I said, it slows your heart down, so it just makes you kind of like come back down for a little bit and it makes you feel a lot more calm. So definitely try it out, and it's just a really good tool to have in your arsenal for when you are just in general going through a more stressful time. My second self-care habit for a busy season is to clean in spurts. So when we are busy, when we're stressed, we have a lot going on, our house tends to get messy. And I think I can speak for everyone when I say that our space tends to get quite messy. And for a lot of us, that's me, I am a lot of us, I get stressed out when my space is messy because I feel like that just adds extra stress to my day. However, then thinking about the fact that you need to clean, that you need to do all this stuff adds extra stress. So what I've started doing is just cleaning in spurts. So that is only 15 to 20 minutes a day if I have the time to do it. And I just pick one area at a time. So it's either just the bathroom, just the kitchen, just the living room, the bedroom, like whatever it is. I pick one area, I give myself 15 to 20 minutes, and if you really feel like you're gonna go overboard and you're going to keep cleaning for the whole night when you know that you should prioritize other things, set a timer on your phone. And usually that is enough time to just clean off one area. I'm not saying do a deep clean, but just to do a quick surface clean to get things out of the way. So that way, when you look at them visually, your stuff is cleaner, it's more organized, and it does help you feel less stressed out. Cleaning in spurts has become very essential for me during a busy season. My third skincare habit for a busy season has been to simplify my hygiene routine. So this is specifically for my skincare and my hair care. Don't get me wrong, I love a nice extensive skincare routine. However, when I am busier, I just don't have the time for it. So what I do is I find my tried and true products that I know work for me, and that's all I use. So that is really simple. I find my cleanser, my go-to cleanser that I love, my go-to toner that I love, and a go-to serum that really works for me. And lately that has been the Merit Beauty Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. And this portion of the video is in collaboration with Merit Beauty. This serum is a great all-in-one lightweight hydrating option because it does give you a glowy look while keeping your skin hydrated. And for me, that's important during the winter because where I live, it gets really dry in the winter and my skin dries up right away. So I want something that is not only simple and easy to use, but it's also extra hydrating for my skin. The serum combines 2% niacinamide with hyaluronic acid, cacao extract, and Japanese gold thread root. It is literally an all-in-one, and I love Merit's products. I have used a variety of their products and I've worked with them in the past, but that's because I just genuinely love their products. They are literally made for a minimalistic makeup look, and I feel like they're the ideal brand for somebody who is in a pinch and just wants products that are just gonna do the job, or one product that has multi-uses, so that way you don't need a bunch of separate products. They are also a clean makeup brand, so they have the little clean at Sephora tag, and that is important for me as well, as I do just want to use the healthiest products possible. So this is a really great time to try out their products. I think this is their one sale that they do a year. So if you've ever wanted to try Merit Beauty, I highly recommend it. I recommend this serum because I honestly love it, especially now during the winter. But if you wanted to try out one other product, I recommend their foundation and complexion stick. It's like an all-in-one. It's so good. They have so many different options for shades, and I use it as a foundation or I use it as a concealer. It's really good. You can take it on the go with you. It's not messy. It's a nice cream. I love it. It's great. So if you wanted something else to try out, that is that. So I'm going to leave all the information for that in the description box below. And then after I use the serum, my go-to is to use an SPF. So I have my Supergoop that I love, tried and true product. And yes, you do need to use SPF in the wintertime because there is sunshine in the winter, and if you live in a place like me, there is lots of sunshine in the winter, so you have to make sure to still use an SPF and a good moisturizer. So that's it. That's all I do for my skincare. Sometimes I'll use a little bit of eye cream here and there, but honestly, most days I skip that step. Same thing goes for my nighttime routine. It's just a super simple, easy routine. For hair as well. In the summertime, love doing my nice braids and fancy hairstyles, but especially in my busier seasons, which is usually in the winter, I just stick to like the super easy basic hairstyles. I stick to a super easy hair care routine. I feel like it just makes your life a little bit easier to have a more minimalistic routine during that time of year, and that's kind of what we're trying to achieve during a busy season. My fourth self-care tip for busy people during a busy season is to drink lots of water and watch your caffeine intake. Drinking water is usually at the back of your mind, and some days you go all day without drinking water, because I know that that's what happens to me. And I realized that I was coming home feeling super weak, feeling super dehydrated, and I literally had not had any water all day, which is not good for a bunch of reasons. So I've made a few little non-negotiables for myself when it does come to drinking water. The biggest one being that I never leave the house without a water bottle. So I always have a full water bottle in my hand when I'm out the door. This way I honestly have no excuse. I have water with me in the car. I have water with me when I'm running errands. I also make sure to have a nice big water bottle at work. So I, again, have no excuses. Just keep refilling it and drinking water, because it is just so essential to keep up your immune system, to keep your body healthy and functioning. Your body's literally made up of water. It needs water. So water is just extremely important. And on the days that I feel like I haven't had enough water, I use electrolytes. And let me show you my favorite electrolyte powder. Hold on. Okay, so it's this one right here. This is the Organica electrolytes with enhanced collagen in the wild berry flavor. This is not sponsored. I bought this myself and have loved it. And the reason I did want to share it with you is because I'm someone who hates flavored anything. But this is something that I actually love. And I was really worried about finding electrolytes that I liked, because there are not many that are just like unflavored. Usually they do have a flavor to them, but I tried these on a whim and I love the taste of it. I drink it for the taste sometimes. So if you're like me and you think you're picky with flavors, 0 grams of sugar, a source of vitamin C, a source of magnesium, has electrolytes, and it has collagen in it, which is just, I feel like, a win-win. So I literally just do a scoop of this into a full glass of water and I drink it. And electrolytes are really good at helping rehydrate the body. So that is an important component and just something that's good to have on hand, especially during a busy season. So the second component to that is to watch your caffeine intake. So when it is cold outside and we're busy and we're running around, it's really easy to not be mindful of how much coffee we're drinking. We just have one cup after the other, or we have a coffee, then a tea, then a matcha because we want to be warm, we want to be cozy, we need that extra boost of energy. However, there are a few downsides to having too much caffeine in your system. The first being caffeine does dehydrate you. Excess caffeine can cause some anxiety. It can also disrupt your sleeping throughout the day because if you have caffeine too late in the day, you're not going to be tired at night, and that's going to help you have a bad sleep, which is going to make you want to have more coffee the next day. And the list just kind of goes on and on. So I definitely recommend being conscious of your caffeine intake, and or on the days where we do have more coffee, make sure we're drinking enough water. The next self-care tip is to prep for future you. So this requires a little bit of work up front, but future you will be very thankful for that. So this goes for lots of aspects in life. There are a lot of things that we have to do that are mundane tasks on a weekly basis, like just to live. It's just things we have to do. This mainly goes for like laundry and groceries for me. So laundry, I have a specific day of the week and a specific time of the day where I do my laundry. So I know that I'm gonna do my laundry on this day. It's like booked in, and I know when to expect clean clothes, when I can plan outfits and stuff like that. So I have like a set laundry date. Same thing goes for groceries. I have a set date where I do my groceries and when I get my groceries delivered. That way I know how long to plan for. I know how much food to buy. I also prep my meals. So I prep my meals before I do my grocery order. So that way I know exactly what to get. I don't run out of food throughout the week, or I don't run out of ingredients for certain meals. I also know I have peace of mind. I know what I'm making for dinner. That way I can kind of be on autopilot. I'm not coming home and frantically like defrosting something or frantically picking something up because I don't know what to make. I already have that planned out for myself. And when you're doing your groceries, you can also think in advance. If you have a busy week, what kind of stuff can you eat, can you prepare, or can you have ready in your pantry to help you out? Is that protein bars, so you can have some in your bag or at work on the go when you are busier and you need something to tie you over? Is it meals that are already kind of prepped that you can buy where you only have to add a few things in and it's an easy dinner for you? Is it other snacks that you can just have with you, maybe in the car or in different places where it'll just be easier to eat healthy and to have food ready and accessible when you need it? Some people do meal prepping, and for me that's not exactly ideal. And if you can do meal prepping, that's amazing because that helps you out so much. It's just not something that personally works for me. But what I do instead is when I do make dinner, I make double or triple portions. Like I make double or triple the size. So that way me and my boyfriend, we have dinner. We also have lunch the next day. And sometimes we even have dinner for the night after that. So it just makes it really easy. It makes sure that we do have healthy meals for lunch the next day, make sure that we do have lunch for the next day and that we are eating and that we're keeping up with that. So that has also been a very important part of kind of my routine when I do my groceries, when I plan my meals, and so on and so forth. My next step kind of has to go along with that whole planning thing, is to get deliveries whenever possible. So I'm talking a lot of here Amazon and Instacart. I've been doing Instacart for probably about a year now, and it has completely changed the game for me. I do realize that delivery services are a luxury and they are an extra cost, but the way that I do see it is, although I may be paying $10-15 additional per delivery for my Instacart order, I am saving time by not driving to the grocery store, walking up and down the aisles, having to drive back. Also, I do save money at the end of the day for me personally, because I'm the type of person that walks through the aisles and my eyes see things that look really yummy and that look appealing that were not on my list, and I'm just like throwing them in the cart, and I end up buying 5-6 things that I didn't need in the first place, and now I just spent a lot of extra money on random foods. So with Instacart, you do have to like manually punch everything in, and I'm able to easily kind of like visually plan out my meals, plan out my snacks, see what I have, see what I don't. And it usually takes me maybe under 30 minutes to actually do the order online, plan out the meals and everything, and then maybe 5-10 minutes to unpack the groceries when they arrive. So for me, it saves me a lot of time, and even time that sometimes I need to just rest and to just sit at home and be able to relax rather than, spending an hour, hour and a half once a week going to get groceries. Same thing with Amazon. If it's stuff that I need, but I don't need it that day necessarily, I will just order it on Amazon and let it come within a few days rather than having to go out of my way on a busy day to get these items. And even if this is something that you only use during your busy seasons, I definitely recommend giving it a try because time is money, and sometimes when you are busy, when you're going through a lot, having extra time to just unwind, sit down, go to bed early, stuff like that is much more valuable. So if it's something that you've considered trying out, I definitely recommend trying it out. And my last self-care tip for busy people during a busy season, if you follow me, you've heard me say this 1,010,000 times, have a daily smoothie. I will literally never stop preaching about smoothies. I think smoothies are the easiest way to get your supplements, your vitamins, good nutrition into your body every single day. And all you have to do is make it and drink it. It is such an easy way to sneak in vitamins, to sneak in supplements, to get your daily serving of fruits and vegetables or parts of your daily serving of fruits and vegetables in an easy drink. If you make it a part of your routine, if you make it a habit, it just becomes something you do every single day, and there are so many health benefits to it. You can also add extra supplements into your smoothies to help you during a busier season, so such as protein powder, which is really good for helping you feel full and then carrying you over until your next meal. I have an extensive blog post that I wrote all about smoothie supplements that I love that I'm going to leave in the description box below. But I get it, we're busy people, and if you're like, I don't have time to read this, just tell me what your top recommendations are. If I had to recommend 3 supplements that are my daily go-tos in my smoothies, number 1 is protein powder. Protein powder is good for helping you feel more full. And we all need protein in our diet, and chances are when we're busy, we're not completely focused on having the most balanced diet. So protein is really important. Number 2 is collagen, which is the form of protein. Collagen is really good for helping out with your joints, skin, nails, hair, collagen production. It's really good for you. So definitely recommend that as well. And number 4 is a greens powder, because no matter how much I try to eat healthy, I feel like I'm still never getting enough greens in. So I love using a greens powder just to add some extra benefits into my smoothies. But again, just put smoothies as part of your routine. I promise it's just a game changer, especially if you have it at the beginning of the day. You start your day off on a really good note, just do it. And that wraps up my self-care habits for busy people during a busy season. I know that these might seem like a lot, or to you they might just seem completely random, but these are things that throughout the years I've developed and found that have really been helpful for me. Again, I don't do these all the time. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I do none of them. Sometimes I only do a few of them. But even if you took a little bit of inspiration from this video and plugged little things into your own routine, I really hope that this does help. Again, it's not about duplicating somebody else's routine. Your perfect routine is going to be the routine that works for you. So take what you want from today's video, plug it into your routine, switch it up, tweak it for you, and hopefully this does help you in some way. If you did find this video to be helpful, then please give it a thumbs up. It really does help to support me and my channel. Don't forget to subscribe for future videos, and I would love to hear your thoughts and comments in the comments down below or in my DMs on my Instagram. But for now, that is all. So thanks so much for watching. Happy holidays, and know yourself, know your body, and until next time.